Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. You say I've been spending my money on other women. You've been taking money from someone else. I called your mama about 3 or 4 nights ago. I called your mama about 3 or 4 nights ago. Mama said, son, don't you call my daughter no more. Before You Accuse Me, written by Bo Diddley, but lots of people know it from Eric Clapton's Unplugged album. It's a 12-bar blues and it's in the key of E, so if you've not looked at the previous baritone blues lesson on a basic 12-bar in E, it'd be a good time to go and have a look at that and refresh your memory. We're going to use the same turnaround, but we're going to add an extra couple of chords, a little riff and a fancy little thing we can do at the end. Plus we'll look at how we can get that nice solid shuffle rhythm using our thumb. So the first thing to notice about this song is, even though it's a standard 12-bar form, it's a little bit different to the one we had last time. Before, we had 4 bars of E, 2, 2, 3, 4. For our first line, it just stayed on the E chord. This time, we're going to do what's called a quick change blues, which means in bar 2, we go to our 4 chord, A, and then we go back in bar 3 to our original E chord and carry on like we did before. So we get this: 1, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The second line is exactly the same. It's 2 bars of our A chord and 2 bars of our E chord. The last line, the last 4 bars, is a little bit different. We have our B7, but previously we did 2 bars of B7 and then went back to the E. This time we're going to do like a walk down. We're going to do a bar of B7, then a bar of A, leading down to E. And then we'll do our turnaround again. So a quick review of the turnaround. We're doing this little shape that looks like our D7 chord, but slid up to the 3rd and 4th frets. Now I'm doing this rather than picking this time. I'm doing this by strumming up with my index finger. So I'm going to be doing a lot of strumming down with my thumb and strumming up with my index finger to get this kind of shuffle feel. So I'm going to go, so 3 of those, slide down and lift off my ring finger. And I make my strum hit the first string and then the second string, but it doesn't matter if I hit 1 or 2 below those. Then I slide down again and add that ring finger at the 2nd fret, and then my E chord, and I can do, like we did last time, I can do a little hammer on with my index finger. This is exactly the same as the turnaround from the previous lesson. I'm just now doing it in a bit more of a loose strummed way rather than I'm doing more of a putting a little bit more edge to it, a little bit more grit. Now when I'm strumming, I'm actually using my right hand thumb. And I was adding a note on that E chord. I was adding my ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. So I'm doing off, on, off, on, off, on, which is a classic sort of rhythm and blues shuffle pattern. And there was one other thing I did, a little kind of melodic pattern in between the vocals. This is a common thing you'll hear in blues. You'll have a solid rhythm going on while you're singing, and when there's a space, the instrument kind of responds to what the vocal has just sung. So you have like a little call and response kind of thing. This is a really simple pattern. It's our open first string, our open second string, the third fret of our third string, and then back to our open second string. And I'm doing that by playing open with my index finger, open second string with my index finger. My thumb is playing the third fret of the third string, and my index finger is playing the open second string again, like this. And that fits in around the E chord like this. So just practice doing a little loop. And this is why strumming with your thumb's a good idea, because it frees up that index finger to do extra little bits like that. Okay, so we've got that in place. So when we do a verse, we get this. I'm starting with the turnaround again as the intro, just like before. B7, and then, for you accuse me, and take a look at yourself. Here it comes. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. You say you've been spending my money on other women. You say you've been taking money from someone else. Turn around. Okay, that's how it all fits together. Finally, at the very end, I did my last turnaround. And then I went right up the neck to the 7th fret where I did a bar, and then I'm adding my second finger at the 8th fret on the first string nearest the floor. So we get this. Hope you've enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more baritone blues coming soon.